If you've been struggling to fall asleep or stay asleep, try listening to a guided meditation tonight on the Sleep Meditation for Women podcast. Meditations are a natural, easy way to quiet your mind and relax your body so you can get the sleep you need. Every night, Sleep Meditation for Women provides a new episode, from body relaxations to guided visualizations and even dedicated sleep sounds. Listen for free now by searching Sleep Meditation for Women on your favorite podcast player and begin sleeping better tonight.
This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 1994. 3 Ways to Find Healing After a Broken Relationship by Kristina Eden of CoreLivingEssentials.com. Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Greg Audino, wishing you a happy Monday and thanking you for spending a few minutes of your day with us here on the show that is all about bettering your relationships. But we also want to focus on healing ourselves when important relationships end. And luckily today, our author Kristina Eden has some words of wisdom about how to do that and heal our relationships with ourselves in those times. So let's jump in, see what she's got for us, and start optimizing your life. 3 Ways to Find Healing After a Broken Relationship by Kristina Eden of CoreLivingEssentials.com. When we have a broken heart, we often avoid feeling the pain, whether it is a divorce, a breakup, or even a job loss. We fill our lives with busy work to get through the pain, but there's no easy way out of those overwhelming empty feelings. We need time to grieve and accept the heartache. Otherwise, it will heal very slowly or not at all. Experts recommend we go through the emotional pain, not around it. By learning to deal with these emotions, we become stronger people and more capable of handling our trials. Get out a paper and pen and jot down potential personal goals to work through emotional pain you are facing as you listen to the following strategies. Number 1. Find a new purpose. Quote, "Those who have a why to live can bear with almost any how." End quote. That's by Viktor E. Frankl in Man's Search for Meaning. The first step to accepting pain is to understand who we are inside and why we react the way that we do. You need to let go of whatever is prolonging the pain, fear, anger, anxiety, discouragement, etc., and find a new purpose. For example, war veterans who face years of prolonged pain have been found to flourish when they find a new purpose to put their energy into, which could include family, purposeful employment, or service of some kind. Think of your broken relationship or situation as a classroom. Ask yourself, what should I learn from this? I know of a man who hated his job, and then he was eventually laid off and endured a horrific year before gaining new employment. At first, he questioned his worth, but instead of harboring the pain, he worked through it and realized with the new job, he gained improved employment and pay as well as giving him more time with his family. When you're filled with pain, it's not easy to see it as an opportunity to learn, but it is the best way through. It may seem impossible to recover from a divorce or a breakup, yet the very same principle applies. You decide your viewpoint. You also decide how much pain you will go through, just as this man did. You need to know your purpose or find a new one. Number 2. Exercise. Depression and anxiety are often feelings that accompany emotional pain, and physical exertion gives you immediate short-term relief to these sometimes crippling side effects. Activity increases the level of serotonin and norepinephrine and stimulates brain chemicals that foster the growth of nerve cells. On an emotional level, this is one thing you can control and become a master of for your body's and mind's well-being. Getting started is often the hardest part of this step toward healing. So find something you enjoy doing or have always wanted to try, such as walking, hiking, tennis, running, swimming, or maybe even kickboxing. Find out if there's someone in the neighborhood or ward who participates in one of these activities and would let you join. Just remember to take it slow at first. In these endeavors to keep our bodies and minds healthy, we often make new friends who can support us when we have relapses of emotional pain or bouts of depression or anxiety over the situation. There is also power to working out in a group. It can provide you with a tribe that soon becomes family. This can also help provide you with a new purpose in life. Make it a fun journey by tracking your progress. It doesn't need to be about weight as much as to get in shape or to just feel better and connect with new positive influences and friends and give you a goal to focus on instead of your pain. Number 3, forgive and move on. Quote, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." End quote. By Martin Luther King Jr. When we have been hurt in relationships, we could also just jump into the next relationship to fill the void and potentially start the same bad relationship all over again. Or we often build walls to prevent from being hurt again. Yet that also keeps out people who could help us, especially the Lord. In our time of need, we should seek the Lord, rely on Him more, and search for how He would forgive others in the same situation. He is the way to change our perspective and to heal. People need people. We just need to surround ourselves with mentally and emotionally healthy people and have healthy boundaries. Forgiveness allows the pain inside to be set aside in order to see things from a different perspective, and maybe begin to see why the actions of those who hurt you happened. It doesn't always mean we have to provide them opportunities to act on those shortcomings, fears, or struggles in a way that will hurt you again, but it can mean that you can stop carrying their burden as your own and move on. If they are open to it, we can have a conversation with them, or we can choose to distance ourselves from them. We often believe they don't deserve forgiveness, but we must remember that we forgive for our own well-being, not theirs. When we don't forgive, we are bound to that person, and the link between you will stay connected through feelings of hurt and resentment. Do you really want to live with that all of your life? Forgiveness will break the bond, and you can walk away free with a giant weight lightened. We all struggle with the fear of loss and failure at some level. Dealing with emotional pain, whether it was a good or bad relationship or other heartaches, is immensely difficult. Work to change your view. Learn to see the person who hurt you as no longer the villain, but a teacher who has helped you understand yourself and ask, am I strong? Am I compassionate? Am I empathetic? Do I know my divine identity? Learn to forgive those who never apologize. It will free you. You just listened to the post titled, 3 Ways to Find Healing After a Broken Relationship by Kristina Eden of corelivingessentials.com. There's a lot of distraction this time of year, but I'm here to tell you that you can end the year right and train your brain with Word Collect. Word Collect is a fun and relaxing mobile game to help keep your mind sharp and grow your vocabulary to pass the time, whether you're waiting to meet Santa or in line at the airport. It has over 2,000 levels, which start easy but get harder as you get better, and new features have just been added for the holiday season, including new limited-time competitive events. So there has never been a better time to start playing, and right now Word Collect is offering you 2,500 coins and 500 gems for free when you download and play. And those extra coins and gems definitely come in handy to help keep you playing when you get stuck, and take it from me, the last thing you will want to do is stop playing. So stop mindlessly scrolling through social media and train your brain while relaxing. Just go to the Apple or Google store and search for Word Collect. So if you're like me and want to end 2023 with a bang, download Word Collect for free today. This holiday season, you might be looking for nutritious, flavorful meals to fuel you on jam-packed days. Well, our sponsor, Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service, can help you eat cleanly with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. Save time, stay healthy, and treat yourself to high-quality, delicious meals over the holidays. Choose from over 35 chef-crafted meals every week that support a healthy lifestyle and meet your meal preferences. And by the way, Factor isn't just for dinner. Count on extra convenience any time of day with an assortment of over 55 add-ons to suit various preferences and tastes. Choose from quick breakfast items, lunch to go, grab-and-go snacks, and ready-to-drink cold-pressed juices, shakes, and smoothies. And rest assured, you're making a sustainable choice. Factor offsets 100% of their delivery emissions and source 100% renewable electricity for their production sites and offices. So head to factormeals.com/optimal50 and use code OPTIMAL50, that's OPTIMAL50, to get 50% off. That's code OPTIMAL50 at factormeals.com/optimal50 to get 50% off. And thank you so much to Kristina for sharing that today. Some great tips from her, laid out easily. A quick note about the last one, forgiveness, however. Forgiveness is indeed such a good path to follow, but sometimes we aren't ready to honestly forgive as much as we'd like to. Honest and genuine forgiveness can be a very hard process to navigate, and not something we always feel a sense of control over. So if you find yourself wanting to forgive, maybe even verbally forgiving, but not feeling it in your heart, focus more on acts of forgiveness. Maybe you're still angry at them and you think they're lying, but give them a chance to talk and listen to them when they do. Do things that may be helpful or meaningful for others should you find the opportunity, even if you're still holding on to some contempt. These actions can repair a lot, and they're really great catalysts for feelings of forgiveness. And on that note, we are going to wrap up for today. Thanks a lot for joining as always, and have a marvelous rest of your day. You know I'll be back with you tomorrow for another narration, so I hope to see you there, where your optimal life awaits.